to get this video out, just test out some of the handling characteristics of the big Fenix update of the A320. Flying the A320 with the IAE engines over Fenix today, doing some circuits. So that's interesting. So making the bank angle does let that thing come up. I mean, I'm not going to comment on that. It does seem reasonable at this high bank angle that you're going to lose that lift and get closer to the margins. And especially with that climb rate, you are loading on the G a little bit. Get flaps 1. So one of the things I want to check out is kind of verify or validate one of my strange suspicion or feeling that I have that the Fenix, while the flare has improved quite a bit, there seems to be something strange about the end of the flare where, you know, your pitch angle, your spleet just bleeds off quite fast, and your pitch angle reaches about 7.5 degrees to get a smooth touchdown. Maybe even 8 degrees for a smooth touchdown sometimes. And this was what I've observed on multiple landings I've done on regular full flights. And I wanted to just test this out for myself on these circuit training type flights where we can do multiple approaches into Fenix here and then do go around and keep trying again. Sometimes with flaps full, and I've never done flap 3 landings either, so I'm gonna do a flap 3 landing as well, just so that the computer doesn't start yelling at me. I'm gonna switch off the GPWS system in case it tells me I'm too low or whatever, because I don't trust the poppy lights or the localizer glide slope, glide slope especially for MSFS 2024. It always seems to have me either too high or too low. More often than not, it's too high. But the objective of this video is going to be to test out what the flare feels like. So number 1, the deck angle the moment you hit the ground, and also perhaps the rate of descent of the nose wheel once the mains touch down. That also seems a little bit slow for me. It just seems to hang around up there for quite a while, as if like the air was somehow filled with wax or Vaseline. You know, that's what it feels like. It's like gravity doesn't bring it down, or that there's the stick just keeps. I mean, the plane keeps staying up in the air a little bit longer. Let me stop talking. Let me just stop talking. Just set this thing up for landing. But hopefully, I'm set up by 500 feet. Let's see. Makes me tempted to do a flap 3 landing, honestly. I'm full. I think we're too late. 500. Give this another go. 500 feet.
Above.
This is not the definition of a stable approach, though.
Minimum.
So I might have to do another one. This one properly. Because we're gonna get a bit of thrust coming up again.
50, 40, 30,
Check.
20, retards. 5.
So at 300 feet per minute, I'm at 6 degrees nose up. And getting flaps 2 and setting full thrust. Preparing for a go around. So that landing was quite firm, but the deck angle was not very high, but still the landing was quite firm. Let's see if I can get something a little smoother next time. See what the deck angle looks like and perhaps stabilize a bit early. The rate, gear up. I'm not going to do the actual go around procedure. I'm going to do the left hand pattern at 3,000 feet. That's 1. Speed non-stop. perhaps this time we can set up a little bit early and see if we can get a smoother touchdown and look at the deck angle. And perhaps I think it's the lead off of the speed which causes this. We are a bit about like 5 to 10 knots below the ref sometimes, depending on the wind conditions at touchdown. So that kind of causes the flare angle to be a bit high. I mean, all of this is just really speculative, right? So folks at Phoenix have done an amazing, incredible job once again. It goes without saying with this BFU update, and the plane feels absolutely amazing to fly. But I just get this feeling that they might be at 99% of the way there, just to nailing this thing, because in all other aspects, the systems and everything, Phoenix is incredible. Just set up approach mode real quick, confirm approach phase, and from what I know from watching videos of the A320 and seeing some training videos and all of that, on approach you're expected to have a 2.5 to 3 degrees nose-up attitude. Then at 30 feet you begin the flare, at 20 feet you cut the thrust, and at that point you're going to arrest the descent rate. The nose is going to remember that position of your nose when you were at 50 feet, I think. It memorizes your pitch attitude at 50 feet and tries to keep you there. And I think I do get that nose down feeling much more in the BFU compared to previous version of the Fenix, but pitch attitude itself, it's a bit high. So let me just go to the outside view. So this is the pitch attitude that the plane finds itself on landing, and I actually want to see if I can probably get a few recordings done as well on external view, perhaps later on, to get another impression of this from another angle, perhaps. So you're set with flaps 1. Is already much better configured on approach compared to last time. I'm just gonna go with lock GS. Lock start. Really enjoying hand flying this thing, especially with my new wind wing side stick. It's been truly a joy to fly. I mean, I've been using like that old Logitech Extreme 3D side stick, and for just $100 more, I mean, it's a substantial upgrade. I was tempted to go for the Moza side stick, but honestly, this one, I mean, the Moza side stick is like 5 times more expensive. So I was really not sure if it would be worth all that expense. So I just wanted to go for the wind wing because my friend recommended it to me, and so far I gotta say I'm happy. Maybe a more detailed review video might come in later, but then people have done videos like that before, so I don't see the point of it. But this video, I feel, posting this here would probably inspire some discussions. Well, of course, it's not something that's a criticism or whatever. It's just an observation, right? Because I have nothing but love for folks at Phoenix. Probably one of the best, or the best flight sim dev team that I've seen. Barring maybe A2A or something like that, or just as good. So it's hard to pick, but Phoenix has done such an incredible job with this airplane and pushing quality updates for the most part, and really listening to their customer base on the fact that folks are not happy with the landing profile, with the VApp profile, and taking their time to make their solutions and give detailed descriptions of what they've done before releasing something, and that's always appreciated. A bit of a tailwind, 3 knots, so that's pretty much nothing. Getting a bit low here, so I'm gonna get us a bit higher up. 400 feet per minute at this speed. We're at 5 degrees. It's interesting, pretty interesting. you see that, right? Like at landing, we're about 7 degrees, and I left the hand for my side stick, and it took a while for it to come down. And let me go flaps 2 again, and let me get toga thrust, GA track, Mantoga, SRS. The nose takes quite a while to come settle down on the ground. Alright, positive 5, you're up. I don't know if that's realistic, so folks who've flown the Airbus, you can comment, that'd be great. Fenix, this can inspire some discussion on the forums without it getting too crazy. You know, that'd be cool as well. And reaching 3,000. 3,000 feet. Flaps up. Flaps 1 again. Actually, I just remember GA speed here, like our steep bank angle. We are better off having flaps 1. Good thing about the BFU is that the Fenix does not float anymore. You don't have that unrealistic float. It's easy to get her on the ground with the nose wheel. That's what's weird. Now, here's what we're going to do now. Let's see if we can get flap 3 landing this time. And look at the deck angle at that aspect. It's going to be a little firmer. Your deck angle is going to be a little higher. But then, are we at the risk of, you know, exceeding 10 degrees of pitch or 9 degrees of pitch? Of course, there's also an A320, right? So 321 has much lower margins for the tail strike. So are we going to be reaching those tail strike margins much faster on the 321 with flaps 3 compared to 320? There are also gross weight considerations as well. We are carrying 6,700 kilograms of fuel and I think 100 something. I don't know how many passengers we have loaded. About 131 passengers. So certainly not like the lightest load, but this is realistic, right? You might have this is kind of representative of a landing configuration on a fully loaded 320. 6,600 kilograms of fuel. It's a little bit more than what you'd carry at landing, but that doesn't matter. I don't think that should affect the deck angle too much. Okay, let me get approach mode activated. Okay, make a left turn. couple of knots above flaps full. So it is going to give us a pretty high deck angle. I can already see it, right? Like, so the approach angles are pretty accurate, to be honest. Like with flap 3, you are going to see a couple of degrees more, a couple of degrees increase in pitch on the stable approach path. But I mean, let's see. I mean, I don't know. I've never done a flap 3 landing on this update before. Close to 10 degrees, and that's crazy. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, that's a very high deck angle, guys. I don't know if, I mean, I've never done a flap 3 landing before, but that's very, very interesting. Let me get Toga again for one final circuit. What if I try to grease the 30 flap 3 landing? I mean, would that give me a pitch warning? I mean, this is without any winds. Like, imagine having tail winds. That would make it worse, right? That's one. Landing out pretty good. Gonna keep that flap 1 still engaged as we reach blue, the magenta speed selection and go around track. It's on the approach phase. Guys also noticed how slow the nose came down when I did that with the previous landing with flap 3. I want to get some suggestions as well in case I'm doing something wrong in the flare or something like that. That would be helpful as well. But as far as I can tell, I'm executing everything as recommended. But do let me know. So for our final landing, let's try to butter it. Buttering it at flap 3, I'm sure is going to give us a pitch warning. But we're still going to try it. So let's see if we end up with tail strike. auto throttle just keeps us at the edge, I think. And the speed, I mean, the speed is probably right, but the auto throttle is just not giving us enough sometimes. That's what I feel. That could be wrong. It's keeping us exactly, I think it's biased to be a little bit exactly at VApp or a little bit below. It's undershooting a little bit. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'm completely wrong about this. So it's possible because I mean, I'm not 320 expert, I think. So these are all just speculations.
1,000.
Deck angle of 7.5 degrees is crazy. I'm trying to rest that descent. Maybe it is true that you're supposed to put down that plane a little bit firmly in flap 3, but 300, 350 feet per minute seems a little bit too firm.
500.
Too far into it, guys. We're not going to go flaps 4 right now. I'm going to try to quote-unquote grease it with flap 3. So perhaps giving me some more
100
speed
above.
margin. I don't want to
100
do that.
above.
See how it reacts at the app recommended by
Minimum. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Pitch. Pitch.
Oof. Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's the pitch. Okay, let it go of the side stick. And it took a few seconds for it to come down, but I guess, yeah, I mean, that approach I was coming in a bit too high, a bit too high and a bit too low of a descent rate towards the end there after the threshold. Just manual braking. Not sure if I got a tail strike, but I don't think I did. Didn't feel like it, but I don't know. Alright guys, so in summary, I think this video is not meant as like I know what I'm talking about and this is wrong or whatever, but just something to think about because I'm just hoping to get some reactions and opinions from folks who've flown the Fenix, whether you're real pilots, whether you're avid simmers who've used like the Fenix for a while and you have some thoughts, or folks at Fenix, what your thoughts are on this. Like, is this accurate? Am I doing something wrong here? What are the mistakes in my approach while flying? So please let me know. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video. I'm really grateful. If you're in Phoenix and you're watching this, I'm really grateful that you took out the time to watch this video. You guys have done a great job. I just hope this would spur further, constructive discussion on further refinements that could be made, if needed, that is. Thank you so much, guys. If you like these kinds of videos, do consider liking and subscribing it. And hope to see you again next time on another fun video from me. Bye-bye. Take care.